Did you know that Miami Vice was originally pitched as MTV Cops and almost single-handedly transformed Miami from a crime-ridden city into a glamorous tourist destination? This neon-soaked fever dream of a show didn't just capture the excess of the 1980s, it helped create it. From 1984 to 1989, Miami Vice gave us 111 episodes of style over substance that somehow became both, revolutionizing television production and proving that a cop show could be high art. What started as a simple concept about two undercover detectives became a cultural phenomenon that influenced everything from fashion to music to how we think about television itself. Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas didn't just play cops, they became icons of cool, cruising through South Beach in a Ferrari Testarossa, while Jan Hammer's synthesizer score pulsed through our living rooms. This wasn't just police work. It was performance art with badges. Over 5 seasons, we watched Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs navigate the cocaine-fueled underworld of Miami, where the line between cop and criminal blurred like heat waves rising from sun-baked asphalt. Creator Michael Mann crafted a world where style wasn't superficial, it was survival, and looking good was just as important as being good at your job. Season 1, 1990. The story begins with the discovery of Laura Palmer's body, wrapped in plastic on the shores of Twin Peaks Lake. What should have been a straightforward murder investigation immediately becomes something more mysterious when FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper arrives in town. Cooper isn't your typical federal investigator. He talks to his tape recorder, practices Tibetan meditation, and believes that dreams can solve crimes. His unconventional methods seem perfectly suited to Twin Peaks' unconventional nature. Laura Palmer wasn't just the town's homecoming queen, she was its perfect symbol of innocence and beauty. But as Cooper digs deeper, he discovers that Laura lived a double life filled with drugs, prostitution, and dangerous relationships. The investigation reveals that Twin Peaks itself has been living a lie, presenting a facade of small-town wholesomeness while harboring secrets that would destroy lives if exposed. The town's residents each become suspects and witnesses in their own right. Laura's boyfriend, Bobby Briggs, deals drugs while maintaining his all-American athlete image. Her secret lover, James Hurley, rides a motorcycle and writes poetry, representing the romantic rebel every small town needs. Donna Hayward, Laura's best friend, begins her own investigation, slowly discovering that she never really knew Laura at all. The adults carry even darker secrets. Laura's father, Leland Palmer, grieves publicly while hiding a connection to his daughter's death that's too terrible to comprehend. Dr. Lawrence Jacoby, Laura's psychiatrist, becomes obsessed with her memory in ways that seem professionally inappropriate. Meanwhile, the Packard Mills ownership creates a web of adultery, murder, and financial crime that threatens to destroy several families. Cooper's investigation methods become increasingly surreal as he embraces the town's strange energy. His dream about a red room inhabited by a backwards-talking dwarf and a dancing woman provides crucial clues about Laura's killer. The dream sequence, with its red curtains and haunting atmosphere, established Twin Peaks' signature blend of the mundane and the mystical. The season's 8 episodes built toward the revelation that Laura Palmer's murder was connected to something far more sinister than teenage drama or small-town corruption. The discovery of another victim, Ronette Pulaski, who survived a similar attack, suggests that Laura's killer might strike again. The season ended with Cooper being shot in his hotel room, leaving viewers wondering if Twin Peaks' darkness had finally claimed the one person trying to bring light to its shadows. Season 2, 1990 to 1991. Season 2 opened with Cooper clinging to life after the shooting, saved by the bulletproof vest he wore based on a dream warning. The near-death experience deepened his connection to Twin Peaks' supernatural elements, making him more receptive to the town's hidden mysteries. His recovery coincided with major revelations about Laura Palmer's death that would shake the community to its core. The early episodes of Season 2 represented Twin Peaks at its absolute peak. The revelation that Leland Palmer, Laura's father, was possessed by an evil entity called Bob when he killed his daughter created one of television's most disturbing and powerful storylines. Leland's confession and subsequent death in custody brought closure to the central mystery while opening up questions about the nature of evil itself. But solving Laura Palmer's murder created a narrative problem that the show never fully recovered from. Without the central mystery driving the plot, Twin Peaks struggled to maintain focus. New storylines emerged involving real estate conspiracies, beauty pageants, and drug cartels, but none captured the compelling mystery of Laura's death. The show's tone shifted from haunting mystery to quirky soap opera, losing much of its original power. The introduction of Wyndham Earle, Cooper's former partner turned psychotic nemesis, brought personal stakes back to the story. Earle's chess game with Cooper, played out through murders in Twin Peaks, created genuine tension while exploring Cooper's past. The storyline revealed that Cooper's perfectionist nature and unshakable confidence masked guilt over a previous case that ended in tragedy. Meanwhile, the town's supernatural elements became more prominent and less mysterious. The Black Lodge, previously glimpsed only in dreams and visions, became a central location where good and evil forces battled for control. The show's mythology expanded to include Native American legends, ancient spirits, and portals between dimensions. But the explanations sometimes diminished the mystery that made these elements so compelling. The series finale brought Cooper face-to-face with his destiny in the Black Lodge. His confrontation with Bio-B and the other lodge entities felt like the natural conclusion to his spiritual journey through Twin Peaks. But the ending, with Cooper apparently possessed by Bio-B and returning to the real world as a force of evil, left viewers with more questions than answers. The final scene, showing Cooper's reflection in the mirror revealing Bob's face while he asks, "How's Annie?" with malevolent glee, became one of television's most haunting cliffhangers. It suggested that the battle between good and evil in Twin Peaks was far from over, and that even the purest souls could be corrupted by the town's darkness. Cultural impact and legacy. Twin Peaks' influence on television cannot be overstated. The show proved that audiences were ready for complex, serialized storytelling that demanded active participation rather than passive consumption. It paved the way for every prestige drama that followed, from The X-Files to Lost to True Detective, showing that television could be as artistically ambitious as cinema. The show's visual style, created by Lynch's cinematic eye, brought film-quality production values to television. The haunting imagery of the Red Room, the backwards dialogue, and the surreal dream sequences created a unique aesthetic that influenced countless other productions. Twin Peaks showed that television could be genuinely scary, genuinely beautiful, and genuinely weird, all at the same time. Beyond its artistic achievements, Twin Peaks became a cultural touchstone that spawned fan theories, academic analysis, and endless speculation about its meanings. The show's deliberate ambiguity invited viewers to become active participants in creating meaning, turning television watching from a passive activity into an intellectual exercise. The series asked fundamental questions about the nature of good and evil, the price of innocence, and whether small-town America was as pure as it pretended to be. These themes resonated during the early 1990s as the country grappled with changing social values and increasing awareness of hidden crimes like domestic abuse and sexual violence. Twin Peaks succeeded because it understood that the most effective horror comes from the familiar made strange. By setting supernatural events in a recognizable small town, Lynch and Frost created a world where anything could happen, while everything felt grounded in emotional reality. The show's genius lay in treating its most bizarre elements with complete seriousness, while finding genuine strangeness in everyday situations. At its heart, Twin Peaks was about the masks we wear and the secrets we keep. Every character harbored hidden desires, shameful pasts, or dark impulses that contrasted sharply with their public personas. The show suggested that Laura Palmer's murder was just the most extreme example of the violence and corruption that exists in every community, hidden beneath layers of politeness and social convention. Agent Cooper served as our guide through this strange world, a man whose genuine goodness and spiritual openness allowed him to see truths that others missed. His investigation wasn't just about solving a crime, it was about understanding the fundamental nature of human evil and whether it could be defeated through compassion and understanding. The show's unresolved mysteries and ambiguous ending reflected Lynch's belief that some questions are more important than their answers. Twin Peaks didn't just want to solve Laura Palmer's murder, it wanted to explore why such murders happen and what they reveal about the society that produces them. From that first shot of Laura Palmer's body wrapped in plastic to Cooper's final corruption in the Black Lodge, Twin Peaks gave us a meditation on innocence, evil, and the price of knowledge. It proved that television could be art, that weekly series could tackle profound themes, and that audiences were hungry for stories that challenged their expectations. In 30 episodes, Twin Peaks changed television forever, showing that the medium's greatest power lay not in providing easy answers, but in asking the right questions. Twin Peaks proved that television could be as strange and beautiful as our dreams, creating mysteries that still haunt us decades later. From Laura Palmer's death to that final mirror scene, it gave us 30 episodes of pure, surreal genius. If you enjoyed this journey into the Black Lodge, hit subscribe for more legendary TV breakdowns.